I worked on my first collab shoot. I also edited it partially, but then I felt, it's so cringe. Maybe I'm oversharing. Should I upload this? So, I made up a serial killer murder plot inside my mind. Even after getting into the bus, I thought maybe I should get down and go home. These days, I've been reading poetry in Instagram. I worked on my first collab shoot. I know it might sound like a very simple thing to you, but this girl who used to think she was unattractive when she was in college, who is camera phobic and who didn't even know how to smile in front of a camera, this girl who thought 1,000 times, literally more than 1,000 times before revealing her face in front of the camera, did this collab shoot. It's something really great. My younger self would be proud of this moment, and I can't tell you how happy I am today because I stepped out of my comfort zone and did something amazing. So yeah, but before getting into the video, I need to share this little moment with you. So today it is 23rd September and I didn't even upload the episode 2 of Digital Diary. I shot it a long ago. I also edited it partially, but then I felt, it's so cringe. Maybe I'm oversharing. Should I upload this? So all these thoughts, I just stopped editing that video. But then yesterday I was talking to my best friends. Yesterday I talked with one of my friend, and day before yesterday I talked to my other friend, and they told me that they watched the episode 1 of Digital Diary and they felt really good. They appreciated me for making a nice video. They told me that it was very interesting, very relatable, and that they were waiting for the next episode. That small gesture, that small appreciation made me feel really good because they are my friends. I rely on them for honest feedback, and this time I didn't even ask about how was my video, but they told me that they enjoyed the video. If they said that, then definitely there was something about the video. So that gave me the confidence to continue these Digital Diary episodes, and I'm really grateful to them. So thank you. So this happened a week ago. I got my periods and I was just slacking off. These days I've been reading poetry in Instagram. So while I was scrolling, I was not finding anything. So I tried to check in Google, ChatGPT, but I didn't find anything. And through the process, I accidentally installed Threads. Okay. I thought I would find something interesting to read, but instead I saw so many networking kind of announcements in Threads, and one of them was from Anukalp Creations about this collab. I don't know what I was thinking at that moment, but I thought, okay, let me message and see. So I messaged them. It was very random, I'm not thinking that now I should do it or nothing like that. It was just very random. I got an immediate reply. So she asked me, where do you stay, and it was very far. So we weren't sure that it's going to work out, and I was very chill. Even I was not thinking that it's going to work out. So it's not any profitable deal for me, but I thought I could go to that place and I could meet them. From a very long time I was thinking that I need to challenge myself and I need to learn how to get things done by myself. If I'm sitting in front of a laptop, I can do anything. But if I need to go out, especially the place I don't know, and get things done. It's really a tough thing for me. I don't know, because I think it's because of the way we were raised. Parents always show some extra protective care when it comes to a girl. So they usually don't allow us to go anywhere without anyone together. So it's really tough. But in life, there comes a moment where no matter how many good friends you have, sometimes you are by yourself and you need to take decisions for yourself and you need to work for yourself. So it's tough, you know. I mean, as long as you have someone around you, it's fine, but you should be capable to take care of yourself. That's what I meant to say. So I know it's really hard because I tried many times, but I have this constant anxious and obnoxious feeling to travel by myself alone, but I'm trying to change this habit. So I thought, okay, so this is a good start to it, because suddenly you can't go to Vietnam or Paris on a solo trip, right? When you have this kind of fear. So I thought this is a great way, sweet way to start. I just need to travel to this cave in Hyderabad. It's long for me, but still I thought I should do it. And on the other side, it was a girl, so I felt little safe. So I thought I should do it. Now, you might think what's there in this, but I'll tell you an incident. Few months ago, I went to this creators meetup. I don't want to give so many details, but I went to this creator meetup. Same, it was in Hyderabad, and it was in some cave, and I found it through a legit app, meetup app. So there are less chances that of fake announcements and all. So that was my first time going alone to an unknown place to meet strangers. Okay, you don't know how anxious I felt. I registered to that event, but I didn't even sleep that night. All night I was thinking, what if it was a scam? What if it was a trap? What if it was just a story to trap girls? And things like that. I can't even tell you how far I thought. I made up a serial killer murder plot inside my mind. Even after getting into the bus, I thought maybe I should get down and go home. That's how scared I was that day. But still I made to that place. I went there. The people were really kind. They made me comfortable. They talked to me. But still I felt very bad because I was carrying all these emotions to that place, and even after going there, I was not feeling comfortable. I was feeling very bad, uncomfortable, not confident at all. Even after coming back, I didn't feel good. I self-sabotaged myself, saying all the mean things to myself. Why can't you even do this small thing? When you go there by that trusted app, how can you feel like that? I felt very bad for myself. I mean, I hated myself for behaving that way. I hated myself for having that fear of going out. But later I worked on that and I understood it's normal, because I'm saying this because I know still there are a lot of girls who feel this way, because we were raised that way. Parents, they never send us alone anywhere. They make sure that we go somewhere accompanied with someone. It's normal for us to feel that way, with keeping in mind what all incidents are going around, and we are watching news every day, and the world is cruel to women. So there's nothing wrong in feeling that way. You don't need to hate yourself for that. What I meant to say is, through experiences, through working on it, you can get out of that feeling. Okay, start small, just like me. Start going to places nearby, or if you didn't take a bus and travel to a place alone till now, you can try doing it for once. Or you can go on a solo date, go to this meetup, community gatherings. So this way you can get rid of this fear. But please remember to be careful and stay aware. Coming back to the topic, so we were not sure that this is going to work out, but we thought of, if it works, let's meet on Friday. So Thursday night, I just thought, okay, let me just message. Then I messaged, okay, any update? Then she said, okay, let's meet. And that's it. I the next day I went to that place, and this time, I don't know, I felt really confident. I felt happy because, okay, now I'm challenging myself. I'm getting out of my comfort zone and I'm doing something. Okay, this person might become a good friend, or I can learn something from this experience. I might learn something from her, and I might have a good time. My mind is filled with all these positive thoughts. And by God's grace, she is such a sweet person. We had a good talk and proceeded to that shoot. And believe me, I'm not a natural in front of a camera. I mean, some few people, they take very good pictures, but I don't even know a lot of poses. I'll just put the same pose every time. That's me. I can't even believe I did it. But I don't even know how I got that confidence to do that. But yeah, we completed taking V pictures and videos. And even I realized this from that experience only. There are so many people around me, and I've told it in the last video also, but I can't even just take a selfie alone in front of, if there are people around. But that day I was just posing and I was just flipping hair with people around me.
Start. Start. Little bit up. Huh.
But I didn't feel uncomfortable or anything. In my mind, I'm just working. So I was able to switch on and off work mode in my mind. So I understood, okay, so my videos are helping me to make me comfortable in front of the camera. So I felt great. And after completing shoot, I came back to home, and it was a great experience. And after coming to home, then I felt this overwhelming then I felt this overwhelming feeling. I mean, I was not able to process that I have gone to this adventure and did all these things. I was so shocked because how did I do it? I was very, you don't believe me, but I was really shocked. I was pinching myself to understand if it's true or a dream. So I was in that overwhelming phase for some time. It took me some time to process all that happened. But the next day, and even if I think of it now, I feel really proud of myself for challenging myself and putting myself in that uncomfortable zone and completing the task. This might sound like a very simple thing. When I was small, I used to think that I look unattractive, and slowly something in me changed, and I started believing that I'm beautiful, I'm pretty. And now I have that confidence, and no matter where I am, I carry that confidence in me. Through challenging myself and putting myself in these uncomfortable zones and challenging myself, I learned a lot, I changed a lot. If you compare me with my younger self, you can't even believe that both are same, because I used to be very introverted person, very underconfident person. But now speaking in front of camera, especially talking about these vulnerable moments of mine, is a really big win. So I'm not talking this to prove something or show off something, but I feel really grateful. In the past two episodes, I was just talking about all the negative things, but in this episode, something good happened. I realized how those negative experiences shape us. I remember feeling very sad after shooting my first episode of Mahabharat, because it took me 9 hours to shoot, and even after completing that shoot, it was not good. So I shot it again the next day. I felt very drained after shooting it. Even after editing it, I was looking like a robot and speaking like a robot without any expression or confidence. But still, I uploaded it. But that day after uploading it, I felt fine, I will improve, I made up my mind. But the day I shot, I remember feeling very sad. I was disappointed at myself because I don't know. I thought to myself that many people are doing it. Why can't you? All this self sabotaging talk. But now I'm talking to the camera like very. I know there is still a lot of room to improvement, but without script, I'm talking to the camera in English and about some of my vulnerable moments is something big for me. I'm proud of myself for coming this long. So I want to tell you all, life is not going to be the same all the times. Today we might be bad at something, but it's not the end. There is always a chance and opportunity to improve yourself and to be at that where others admire you. So be grateful for what you have and never step back from experimenting and trying new things. It's very tough to get out of your comfort zone and try something new, but please do it because there is a whole beautiful world at the other side of it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. And is there any moment in your life where you tried to put yourself in an uncomfortable zone and later it became great day or memorable event in your life and that really brought some change in you? I definitely want to know it, and your comment might inspire others to do something different and try something out of their comfort zone. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.